Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus. What a phone. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, welcome back to S Experience. So, Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus. This is actually my first ever flagship phone. I bought it in Germany for around 16 million rupees. It was 965 euros. It has an Exynos 9820 chip. Yes, despite of the hype over 855 Qualcomm chip, the Snapdragon 855, it has the 9820. It's not even the new 9825 in the Note 10 Plus, in the Note 10. But it's kind of adequate for any kind of use. Any light use, any gaming, it's certainly is enough, especially as it's a flagship phone. It also had 8 gigs of RAM and 128 gigs of memory. And also it has a 4100 mAh battery. With my kind of usage, I think I can be considered power usage. I turn on Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, NFC. I uses the performance mode even. And it has lasted for me for about 5 hours every day. There's even a time that I was having about 9 hours of battery, which is amazing for a phone. And talking about the screen, it is absolutely gorgeous. It has the wide Quad HD resolution, which is 3040 x 1440p. That means it has an 18.5 or was it 19:9 aspect ratio. 18:9 aspect ratio contents will still have some black bars on the sides, but let's be real, it still has the pillar cutout, which is better than the notches, but it's still something that I notice not really frequently, but sometimes it interrupts me while I'm doing some gaming or maybe watching some content because it is still there. You can hide it in the apps. You can have a Gen 4 head, but who wants a Gen 4 head when you don't have anything useful in there? But then, things become great again with the audio. It has a headphone jack and also a dual speaker stereo. The headphone jack, I don't really use them that much, but it's nice to have a headphone jack, especially if you haven't charged your wireless headphones. And it's still a neat thing to have. But the dual speakers. Here has the amplified earpiece speaker and also button firing speakers. And I tell you, it is loud. Especially going from an A8 Plus. It's not even a flagship, it was from their A series. The amplified speaker is really amazing, especially with the button firing speaker. It means that your hand can block it really easily, but then you still have some sounds going from the earpiece speakers. Now let's talk about the styling. I definitely have some pros and cons. I initially liked the edge screens, especially with all the flat screens phones. But then after using it, it became apparent that I have a lot of accidental touches. It looks great in the beginning with the small, almost non-existing bezels on the side. But then I think I like the flat screen better. But with the edge screens, there is another additional feature that Samsung can throw to you. You can have the edge lighting and you can have the edge panel. Edge lighting is just some gimmick for the notification you receive, maybe some calls. You can put your phone down and still have some notifications visible from the side of the phone. But the edge panel is really something that is useful for me, especially if you would like to shorten some ways up to reach an application or some activities, as long as you remember the orders. It is basically all I could ask for from a smartphone, except for a higher refresh rate panel and faster wireless charger, because this only uses the 15-watt charger, while the Note and even the A series now uses the 25-watt chargers. Screen, speakers, wireless charger, even reverse wireless charger, and cameras. Oh yeah, cameras. It has everything that you ask for a camera. One of the best, even the best one I've ever had. but well, I only used this A series before. Great dynamic range, punchy colors, 3 focal length of the cameras. You have the ultra wide, wide angle, and the telephoto. Contradicting a lot of YouTubers, I use the telephoto a lot, especially as a student. I don't have to move forward a lot just to take pictures of the notes. Even they have night mode, but I don't really use the night mode, especially with my shaky hands. I don't get it quite steady enough, so there's a lot of artifacts going on in the results, but it's neat, it's there. The video, it needs improvements though. It really shows a significant decrease in quality, especially compared to the iPhones or maybe to the Pixels. But I haven't really used them, so I don't know the real life comparison. But it has a super steady mode, which is great. It reduces the shakiness of your hand, so it can feel like you're using a gimbal or maybe some tripods when you're shooting a still video. I definitely recommend the Galaxy S10 Plus when you're looking for a new phone, even though this is not the newest from the Samsung. But it is a complete package of a smartphone. So, thank you guys for watching. You can like and dislike as you like it. And see you guys in the next video.